The story of the Buddha and the farmer who lost his cows. The Buddha's journey of teaching. After attaining enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, the Buddha devoted the rest of his life to traveling across ancient India, sharing the path of liberation. From powerful kings to beggars on the streets, anyone with the right conditions could receive his teachings. Life of simplicity. Together with the monks, the Buddha would go on alms rounds every morning. At noon, they rested in quiet places or taught villagers. Their lives were simple, free from possessions, yet filled with profound peace. The Buddha's serene presence itself was already a silent teaching. Resting at the forest edge. One day, after a long morning of walking, the Buddha and his disciples sought shade in a small forest, on the edge of a village. A great tree cast its cool shadow. The wind gently moved the leaves, and birds sang high above. A moment of calm. The monks sat in a circle around the Buddha, their eyes half closed, minds still and steady. In that silence, one could feel the joy of simply dwelling in the present moment, a happiness so rare in ordinary life. A desperate farmer appears. Suddenly, heavy footsteps broke the silence. A middle-aged farmer, thin yet strong, came running frantically. His clothes were disheveled, sweat poured down his face, and his eyes were red from sleepless nights. Cry of despair. When he reached the Buddha, he collapsed to the ground and cried out, "Blessed One, I am suffering terribly. My herd of cows has run away. The bean field I tended for months has been destroyed by insects. I have lost everything. My family will have nothing to eat. My life is ruined." The disciples' sympathy. Many monks felt pity. Some whispered, "How unfortunate. To lose both cows and crops is to lose his very survival." Others thought, "If we were in his place, we too would despair." But the Buddha remained calm, eyes filled with compassion and deep understanding. The Buddha's first teaching. The Buddha spoke slowly, his voice like a gentle stream. "Farmer, many in this world have never owned a single cow or bean field, yet they live, and some are more peaceful than those with wealth." The truth of attachment. You think your suffering comes from loss, but truly, it comes from attachment. Wealth, herds, and crops are impermanent. If your happiness depends on what is impermanent, your life will always rise and fall like waves on the sea. The farmer reflects. The farmer lifted his head, still in tears, but with new reflection. To him, the cows and beans had been life itself. But now he realized that his despair might come not from the loss, but from his clinging to them. The teaching on impermanence. The Buddha continued, "Everything changes. Where there is birth, there is death. Where there is meeting, there will be parting. Your cows and crops are no exception. Only a mind that sees impermanence can find lasting peace. The one who lets go is free. The one who clings suffers endlessly." Awakening in the heart. The farmer's tears turned to tears of understanding. With trembling hands, he bowed and said, "Blessed One, I see now. I bound my life to my cows and beans, but they are impermanent. What I must protect is the peace in my heart. Thank you for opening my eyes." The Buddha's smile. The Buddha smiled gently. His smile carried compassion and trust that the farmer had found a seed of truth. The man bowed 3 times and walked away with a lighter heart, no longer crushed by despair. Teaching the disciples. When the farmer had gone, a monk said, "World-honored one, with a few words you transformed his despair into peace." The Buddha replied, "There is no miracle. Every human has the capacity for happiness, but through ignorance, they cling to fragile things. To let go is to be free." A timeless lesson. This story is not only for ancient times. Today, we may not raise cows or beans, but we cling to houses, jobs, money, and reputation. These too are impermanent. If we depend on them, our happiness is fragile. But if we let go, our hearts remain free. This is the timeless light of the Buddha's teaching.